Hello, my beautiful star seeds. We have the full moon in Pisces coming up this week on the 13th and 14th of September. And this, again, is a powerful full moon and an amazing opportunity for you to manifest, to deepen your relationship with the divine and also to heal wounds. And in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly how you can do this. For those who are new, welcome. I'm Natasha, Cosmic Empress. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, and if you're excited about the video, hit the like to show your excitement. Okay, so let's jump right in how I got this download and why I'm so excited about it. In the last few days, I've been mulling over this full moon. I've been trying to feel my way into it. I have been opening myself up. And last night, just as I was going to sleep, I was actually working on a client session of mine going into past lives. And yes, these were past lives in Sirius as a whale being. This client was a whale being. So I was jumping in, I was feeling what it's like to be a whale being. I was getting all these beautiful past life memories and downloads. And that was so much in my mind. And then one of my own spirit guides from my very own council of 12. Okay, I have a spiritual council. It's a galactic council that I got to know recently intimately. And one of those guides that I have not connected yet with one-on-one, one of those guides came to me, came through so strongly and showed me, I want to channel the energies of this full moon to you. I want to work together with the full moon to channel these energies. And guess who this guide was? You may not be surprised. It is one of my spirit guides in my council of 12. It's not my inner team of spirit guides. It's my galactic council, my higher council. And this is a whale being from Farah. Okay. Those who've been following me, you know that Farah is a beautiful water world in a parallel dimension where I started my life as a soul before coming here and incarnating on the other planets that I always talk about, the Pleiades, Arcturus, and more. But this is a beautiful whale being from this parallel universe, and that is one of my council members in position number 7. Okay, you already know a couple of them from my other videos, but number 7 is, number 8. Number 8, okay, I'm still kind of getting used to where they're sitting at that table that I always go to, where the 12 council members, including me, sit. So it's position number 8. And this is a beautiful whale being representing the parallel dimensions, representing Sirius, representing also Mintaka from the belt of Orion, and representing the whale population on this planet. So it's an immensely powerful, beautiful spirit guide in that council that came in for me, telling me, yes, I am the perfect guide to tell you about this full moon in Pisces. Does that make sense? A water creature talking about the full moon in Pisces. So I thought, wow, that is so perfect. So the first thing that my whale guide showed me was a clearer picture of what she looks like. It's a she. I don't know the name yet exactly. The name has come through later. And she was showing me how she looks exactly in that place of Farah. And this all is relevant, okay? Everything I'm saying is relevant to this full moon and to the watery, heartfelt, highly intuitive and imaginative energy of Pisces that we're moving through this week. And it's starting now, all right? It's this whole week. It's starting now. We're 3 days away from the full moon. And you know, the full moon works 3 days before and 3 days after very, very strongly, okay? So she showed me up close. I saw what she looked like. She was a silvery gray, transparent, immense, beautiful whale with 2 hearts, all right? The hearts, the whales of Farah, they have 2 hearts. So an immense loving, emotional energy. And two hearts is interesting, so I feel that there is more of a balance of emotions in those creatures, in those whales. And the whales are incredibly proficient communicators. They communicate via pulses, via telepathy, via drawing pictures, creating pictures like a chameleon on their skin, which is transparent and changes. Okay, so these are creatures that you can imagine in your wildest dreams, like very fantastical creatures in this parallel dimension. And that already is telling us, okay, you know, the Pisces full moon energies are going to stimulate your imagination. You're going to have to be really open. You're going to have to be expansive. You're going to have to expand and stretch your mind to really grab onto these energies, to really use these energies. So my beautiful whale being came in and started giving me ideas and messages throughout the evening, the night, and throughout this morning. And there's one main theme that came through for this full moon. Okay, and the theme is emotions, because she was showing me her heart, the balance of emotions, and imagination. All right, that fits with Pisces. That's what Pisces is about. And Pisces is very advanced, very evolved. Pisces goes so deep. And the moon is also all about our emotions. So that is just the overlying theme. And there are three things that came through that you can do with this theme to make this week work for you. Okay, so three things that you can actually implement, that you can do with this overlying theme of heart, emotions, and imagination. All right, so the first thing you can do, and that you should do intentionally, is really pay attention to every single emotion that comes to you, right? Set the intention, I'm going to really feel my emotions. I'm going to bring in the emotions this week. Whatever happens, nothing happens without a reason, especially this week. This week you will be triggered. Yesterday it happened to me. Yesterday, I'm an emotional creature, okay, right? Yesterday I was already triggered. My partner, my fiance, right? He triggers me sometimes. I bet you can relate. I was like, no, I was really mad. You don't understand me. I was stomping around. I was throwing a little bit of a tantrum. But I was consciously aware of it. So that's the thing. You will have emotional reactions. You will be triggered. And this is good. This is good because I want you to be very aware of it. All right? Allow the emotions that come to move through you. So I was walking around and I was like stomping and shouting and really letting out those emotions for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. But I was consciously aware of it and I was letting it happen. I wasn't suppressing the emotions. So when you let this happen, things come up. You are triggered by certain things because these are points that you need to heal. These are things that are perhaps touching on core wounds within you to heal. That's why you are with people who will trigger these emotions. And as I'm talking, it's raining. Do you see that? The rain is coming down and it's beautiful. You know, as a side note, embrace the rain, the sun, the stars, the moon. We need it. We need it. Okay, so embrace the emotions. Take note of them. Live them. Notice what is coming up. Those are wounds. And then, this is the important part. Once you've done that, you have to let them move through you and you have to let them, you know, they come and you have to let them go and move through you and move out of you. Don't get stuck in these emotions. So as you're letting them move through you in a conscious way, you're kind of understanding. Like yesterday with me, I kind of understood some deep lying themes, why I was triggered. And I really let this move through me and I asked, help me understand, help me move through these emotions. I was calling on my spirit guides, my angels. And the understanding came in. Then I started the breathing, and I want you to do this. I started going started doing this and doing some hand movements and calling on my angels and guides. And these emotions so beautifully moved through me, and I asked for healing and understanding. And as these emotions moved through me, they subsided. They subsided, and I was surprised how fast the emotions moved through me. I had a healing moment, I had a realization moment, and then I was calm, and afterwards I felt better than before. I felt better. So I used this negative emotion, this negative trigger, to do healing work, to deepen the emotion, to understand it. Why is this happening? So I need you to do this week. If you are triggered or mad in any way, let it come. Be angry. If you're sad or angry, hurt, frustrated, no matter jealous, no matter what emotion comes up, feel it, let it work for a while, and then really be a little bit conscious. What am I feeling? What's going on? This is good. Don't suppress it. Let it move through you. If you need an hour, okay. Don't let it last all day, but okay. If you need 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, this is just a suggestion that I'm getting, 10 to 15 minutes, right? Some of you who are really quick, it might be a little bit faster. Some of you who are slower, it might be longer, but don't spend too much time wallowing in the emotion, because we don't want to deepen it. We don't want to have it settle. If this is a negative emotion, we don't want to have it settle. We want to work with it. And the full moon in Pisces will really help you do this, because Pisces is so highly emotional. This whale energy coming through is such a beautiful, open-hearted energy. And when you have the intention to feel with an open heart, tune in this week to this energy of this beautiful whale being that I'm talking about. Feel the expansiveness of the heart. When you have an open heart and good intentions, a pure mind, the willingness to learn, expand, and heal, it will happen for you. You will heal from it. Whatever that deep thing is, whatever those triggers are, whatever the root of the trigger is, right? So that's the first thing, how you can use your emotions, okay? And that is more about triggering emotions, negative emotions, the anger, any of these things that are coming up, all right? Now, as an airplane is overhead, I live in a plane path, so you're probably used to these airplanes in my videos. So the second thing you can do is using positive emotions in this way. You can use positive emotions to really expand and to manifest. Okay, and this is how you can do it. You know how whales communicate? You know how they navigate? They ping. They go bing, and it comes back bing, 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 bing. They do this all the time to know what is around them. And what they ping out, bing, comes back, bing, and gives information. It gives information so they know more, so they can navigate in a better way. So I want you to do this week. The positive emotions, maybe also the negative ones, but more the positive ones. Okay, more the positive ones. Have the intention to really feel positive emotions, to be inspired by things around you. So as soon as you feel an emotion that's positive, that excites you a little bit, this happens every day. Synchronicities happen. We get up, we breathe, it's a beautiful day, we have a positive emotion. I want you to take these emotions and expand them. Think of the expansive energy of this whale being. This whale being has a powerful, but at the same time soft and cushiony and beautiful and supportive energy. Just feel that energy for a moment and think, okay, you're feeling excitement about something. You take the excitement and you expand it. Imagine you're this whale. You can expand the excitement out to this big energy field, and you start to ping it. You start to ping the excitement out into the universe. And this is the key to manifestation this week. The feelings that you feel that are positive, that are exciting, that are enlightening, that are inspiring in any which way. Even if you say, no, my life is terrible, you always get something positive. Something always comes up where you're like, oh, maybe you're cooking something, you're enjoying the food. It's like comfort. Expand that until you feel more and more comfort, and then ping it out. Just say comfort, comfort. Just throw that emotion out into the universe, right? Throw it out. And I tell you, this week, I promise you, an opportunity will come back with that same emotion and energy that will help you manifest something. For example, this example, if you are saying, my life sucks, everything is bad, and you feel this little bit of emotion of comfort, right? As an example. Then you make yourself a beautiful meal, you have a cup of hot chocolate, and you're eating this, you're saying, oh, that brings me some relief, some comfort. Then expand that feeling and just enjoy that moment of comfort. Just expand the feeling. I have what I need in this moment. I'm eating this food, I'm feeling good. And just start to expand that. Be the whale, just expand the feeling around you like this until you're floating in comfort. And the comfort overtakes everything in the moment, and you're starting to feel good. You're feeling this comfort, and you start expanding it. You say, comfort, I'm expanding this. I want to give this feeling to everybody else. I hope that other people who are feeling bad like me will get some of this comfort. I'm throwing it out there. Okay, this is what I got as a download. It might be strange, but try this. And then, I swear, I promise, if you do this, and perhaps do this a few times with the same feeling, that'll make it stronger. Then, the same day, the next day, the same week, you will have something happen. A synchronicity, a magical thing happen that will bring more comfort into your life. That sucks at the moment, like you said. Something will happen that will bring you relief and comfort. There will be an opening. There will be an opportunity. There will be a synchronicity, and that is your manifestation because of what you did. And this is the power of the full moon. The full moon amplifies everything. Okay? It amplifies. And the full moon in Pisces, because you're using your emotions, will amplify what you ping out. You'll go ping, and it'll go boom, right? Ping, ping. It'll come back, right? So use your imagination to expand this method, however you want to expand it, okay? Expand this method, the ping method. Bing, bing, or bing, bing. It'll come back in a different form. And it'll give you information, it'll give you relief, it'll give you opening, it'll help you move forward. So that's how you can use this. Isn't that exciting? That's what that beautiful whale from Farad told me. Okay, now, number three, and this is really beautiful. This has to do with imagination and manifestation as well. So, Pisces, do you know any Pisces people? Pisces are like, they live in fairyland, which is good. They have such a strong imagination. It seems that they can manifest anything by just imagining it. And you can do it this week as well. This is about the power of your imagination. So this week, I want you to try this. Specifically this week, because this week is full moon power. Every single day starting today, right? I want you to start leaving your imagination free room and space to imagine anything that you want. Okay, the craziest thing that you are drawn to, that you want, that you're thinking of, the craziest movie you're watching, the craziest idea, if you're thinking of heaven, if you're thinking of unicorns, doesn't matter what. Whatever you're drawn to, you know, we all have these things that we sometimes think about. Wouldn't it be nice if, and you suddenly, see this tropical beach and this cocktail, or you suddenly have a dream of floating in the universe. Whatever it is that inspires you a little bit, take that and expand on it. And a good thing to do is actually to do this while you're moving. Okay, water flows. And sometimes I've noticed downloads come, I meditate, I ask, and then when I start moving throughout my day and I feel in the flow and I let my mind wander, then that's when the insights come. So I want you to just let your mind wander with an intention. Okay, your intention can be, okay, I'm going to go throughout this week and My intention is to let my imagination run crazy and wild with my wildest dreams. My wildest dreams. Okay? And then start when you get this. It'll come to you. They will come, I tell you. If you just set one intention one time right now, let my wildest dreams come through. And why don't you do this? Of my highest potential, of my best timeline, of my highest, most crazy reality that I would never think possible. But let me get me some visions. I want to see, I want to imagine. So you'll start thinking of this and that, and then I want you to start letting it go wildly and crazily. And why don't you take a few walks? Here, I walk around my property. I do this now every morning and every night when I can. I walk around and I just let my imagination go crazy. Right? Sometimes I have a specific theme, then I see myself floating through the universe, riding on dragons. I see myself I'm not going to tell you what, but it's like I see myself in the craziest places, especially when I'm thinking of success. So do that. Take a walk around. Just be in the flow. Say, wow, what if I were the king of the world? What if I had a castle and a dragon and a cellar full of gold? Just as an example. And let your imagination run wild, and the Pisces full moon will help you expand that. And you know what? I'm going to tell you one secret. Everything that you imagine is real. It's real. Every single thing that your mind is capable of imagining is real. That's why if you are on a negative thought cycle, it's real. It's real somewhere in your existence. Some timeline is being formed. And the timelines are being formed because in other dimensions that also already exists. And you're calling it closer to you. You're creating a timeline. So that's why it's not good to constantly be in your negative thought cycles, because you're creating reality. That's why you say you create your own reality. Yes, you do. So this week I want you to create the wildest, most crazy, the best reality that you can imagine. Even if it's a fantasy reality, I'm telling you it's true. Everything you imagine is true in a different dimension, on a different planet, in a past life. In your starseed life, where there are dragons, where there are unicorns, where there are centaurs. I'm going to tell you where at some point. I have so much to tell you about all these things. So, as you're imagining this, you're calling it in. You're calling in all these wonderful and crazy things into your life, and you're making it real. This is such powerful manifesting. And you have to be just be open, and you have to believe it. That's the thing. If you don't believe it, if you really don't believe that this can be real, it's harder to bring into your reality. I'm at the point right now that I wouldn't be surprised if a dragon came, landed on my lawn, and I would jump on it and fly around. That's how real all this stuff is to me, okay? So be like that. Be like that crazy, imaginative Pisces person that you know, that everyone thinks they're slightly cuckoo, but are they? Are they? I don't think they are. So use this energy to manifest your highest timeline, to bring it into existence, to bring it closer. And really be open. You gotta be open. You gotta expand your mind, because once you start imagining and going on this journey, and you can also do this with your spirit guides. Spirit guides come in, show me, help me, and things are going to happen that are going to be incredible and fantastical. And that's what we want this week. We want to think and imagine the crazy, and whatever you thought wasn't possible, this week imagine it, and you'll draw it to you, okay? Does that make sense? Okay, so those are those 3 things that you can do to really make use of these energies. And Pisces is an energy that's a little bit elusive, that's a little bit crazy. So these things all have to do with your emotions, with your imagination. So this week is not a week where I say you have to go, and really get real. You don't have to do that. That will come automatically. But you have to start with a point of your emotions and your imagination. And then you will be so inspired that it'll be easy to follow up with action. It's going to be easy, Because if you're not inspired, how can you take action, right? So try those 3 things. Try those 3 things, and I promise you this week will be mind-blowing. This week you will put things into motion in this very special energy of the full moon in Pisces that will blow your mind. That will blow your mind. And this week already you're going to see results. And if you like, come back to this video, practice these things, come back to this video and write down the results that you got. I'll be excited to see what I'm getting, because I'm going to do this practice. I'm going to do this practice, and I'll be waiting for my dragon. I'm waiting for my dragon to land here, okay? I'll let you know if it does. All right. Okay, thank you so much. I hope this has helped you a little bit. Love you all. One more little thing. Remember, if you want to do some deep clearing work, I do have a free karmic clearing workshop in my Cosmic Academy of Light. You can sign up for it for free right under this video. There is a link. So go ahead, do that if you feel you want to do some deep clearing work. And that karmic clearing workshop is very conducive to using your imagination. I'm just going to tell you that, okay? Thank you so much. Love you. Natasha, Cosmic Empress.